It's the Unconventional Believer. And of course, like I said, I'm not Beyonce, so you know me as Jazz. I'm just sitting here thinking about, you know how they say, don't live your life with regrets, right? Well, I'm not a Hallmark card, so I can't help but live at times with a little regret when I think about just how through life I remember being a kid and just wanting to be alone. Always. Like, I was always introverted. I've never been the type to want to interact with a lot of people. I'm 30 years old and it's still very difficult for me to interact with a large group of people on a consistent basis. It's overstimulating for me. It always has been, even before it got cool. And I just think about how through life, when you interact with other people that may not be as secure in who they are, right? You kind of fall into like codependency. You kind of fall into this belief and this need to be around people at all times. Like, you can't sit still for 1 second. And through life, God, because, hey, I believe. That's why it's the unconventional believer. Through life, God used to always convict me and say, get off the phone or leave where you are and go home. Be by yourself. And it was all good until, for me, my vice was falling in love, being with somebody. And I can't help but want this little fake earring to show. I feel like it accentuates my face. But I can't help but think about how I would fall to one of my vices, one of my idols, and that was just being in a relationship. And how, no, I want to, talk to this person. I know it's been 3 hours on the phone and I haven't eaten dinner or I haven't cleaned the house, but I want to talk to this person. Or how he would tell me to just simply rest. Or there were times when I would work a job and he would tell me, you need to come out of that job. And I'd be like, God, how am I to come out of this job? How am I to start talking to this person? I'm not realizing that, like, subconsciously I'm saying to God, don't you recognize this is my God? This is my idol? And, God will let you fall to your idol, that thing you believe you need so bad. And it has happened to me a couple of times in my life. And I can honestly say this last season of my life, I have been hearing God tell me be still, I want to say for the last 2 or 3 years. And I kind of knew what he meant then. When he said be still, I'm like, God don't want me to do anything right now. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how the hell am I eat? How am I have a place to stay? How's that going to work? Be still. And my coffee ain't hot no more, so I'm real mad about that. But I'm like, how am I going to be still? And then I started working this job